We met around 1987, I would guess, 7 or 8, something like that.
I'll never forget it. It was raining.
That's right, you wore blue.
I wore blue. We've worked together on a number of projects. Some I'm still, speaking only for myself, still hopeful about getting made eventually. But well, apparently I'm learning I should move on with my life. But Rat Race was the first one that actually was put into production.
I think like everybody who read the script, they were just laughing nonstop, which is, I think, the reason all the actors signed up and everybody was really kind of into this. It was pretty material driven, I think, from the beginning. We would sit there with, you know, with little pieces of string and pencils and books or whatever we could find on the table to work out some of these physical stunts, because it's one thing to, you know, to see it written in the script, but then, you know, I'm always trying to think, all right, how am I really going to shoot this?
Well, that can't be good.
Oh, no! Shit! Blaine! There you go!
The original draft of the script was Elvis's in the bus. And it was still very funny. There wasn't as much of it as there is Lucy's now, but there was a bus full of Elvis impersonators, and I just felt that had been done a lot before. So
we worked through a few variations.
And then Andy.
Well, one variation was Jerry Lewis's, which I was arguing for. Jerry Lewis fans. Impersonators, and another was a ventriloquist. Do you remember all these that we were kicking around?
Yes, ventriloquists with their dummies, you know, and so a whole bus of 40 ventriloquists and dummies.
And there were, there was an argument for each of those, but also, as you can imagine, an argument against each of those. And then there was a Lucille Ball convention being held, and there was a picture of 3 or 4 Lucys gathered around the cake, looking great, you know, and all made up, and I showed it to Jerry, and we had our sequence.
No! Shut up, you crazy Lucy bitches! Shut up!
John Lovitz doing Hitler was, you know, in front of the veterans, just always made me laugh. I remember early on, I showed you an early cut of that scene that I was showing everybody in my trailer because I while we were still shooting, because it just always cracked me up.
Klaus Barbie, sometimes known as the Butcher of Lyon. Let the Jew revisionists talk about their death camps and so-called crimes against humanity. This museum is lovingly dedicated to the Klaus Barbie that nobody knows.
The husband, the devoted father, the wine connoisseur, and 3-time ballroom dancing champion.
The original script had one tour guide, and when we did auditions, we auditioned these 2 guys that are now in it, and they both auditioned for this one part. But we liked them both so much. They were both so kind of great and bizarre and added different, you know, elements that we just divided the role into 2 parts and had them both say the lines.
You're leaving?
What? No, yes. Well, we have a 4:30 buck burning, and then we have a
christening.
Yes, a christening.
It's a great set. And those
What's a great set?
That Barbie. Oh, I'm sorry. Damn. It's like playing Jeopardy, where I forgot to answer in the form of a question.
Am I too late? Look, I won a coin, a gold coin. Oh, isn't this wonderful? Look at this room. What a beautiful room. Have you seen this room?
Yes, we're in it.
We thought that perhaps it would be great to have one character who was completely guileless, who really didn't care whether he won the money or not, that was just so happy to be in the race. And then we decided to make him Italian, and that became Pollini.
Little cock doggies.
They're called cocktail weenies.
Weenies.
The Pear family is sort of close to my family dynamics. We have, I have young kids, and we've taken vacations and car trips that have not always been tension-free, and so that was the easiest one to find a voice for, because it was pretty much me.
Yeah. Okay, honey. Come on, you really need to pull over and stop to give the kids a break.
Yeah, okay, maybe on the way back.
No, stop the car.
No, I can't do that.
No, we all need to stop the car.
No can do.
No, you need to stop the car.
No!
Will you please stop?
There it is. There it is. Cuba, hit it. We're almost there. Yeah.
Seth and Vince turned out to be just a really lucky combination. Seth was cast first. He was not my original concept of Duane, but much better. And I mean, when he read the part, I just said, that's it. And then we were hunting for a Blaine, and of course you're thinking of the match, but also you're really thinking of just someone who the best person to do that way of talking, that tongue thing.
It's true, you can break your neck. It's a risk I'm willing to take.
I had a personal trainer back in New Jersey who had just put a tongue stud in, and it got infected, and he arrived one day and could not speak. And, but he was still very proud of this tongue stud, and I couldn't for the life of me figure out where he was feeling this joy for this thing.
This kind of a movie we thought of very much as a closet that's just stuffed full of stuff, but you can always open the door and stick in one more joke and close it.
Honey, kids need ya.
When I see the movie, I say this movie was made by a happy man, by a guy that's confident and married well and seems happy with himself. And there's not a lot of comedy directors that you could say that about, and I think that comes through also in the movie. And I said that to get my kids.
Cut.
Really out of
Dear life.
Right there with me.